Good morning, friends. It's Wednesday, and I'm here to bring you another fun project to do today. In between all that e-learning, we got to get done too, but we need some time and some breaks to get creative. So today, I'm actually hiding the project that we're going to make, but I'm going to bring you a little bit closer, and we are going to make this lion guy. He's super fun, and I'm going to show you all the materials that you need to get started. So I'm going to bring you down here. All right, we first need a piece of paper. If you have brown paper at home, that's great. If not, you could use white paper and then color your lion brown. Or if you have an old bag from a store, you could tear out the inside of the bag and use that. That's an easy fix if you don't have brown paper. You're also gonna need sidewalk chalk. So any kind of sidewalk chalk. Or if you don't have sidewalk chalk at home and you happen to have chalk pastels, you can use those as well. You're gonna want some glue or glue stick. You're gonna go on a scavenger hunt and find some papers. So any kind of papers, they can have patterns on them, they can be plain, all different colors, because that's what's gonna make our fun mane really jump and pop out. A pencil, because we're gonna need that as a tool today. Some scissors. And then if you have glitter, grab some glitter for his fun little whiskers we're gonna add. All right, so I say take your paper, once you have it, put it tall like a building in front of you, because I think that will make our lion's mane fit the best. And if you have a black chalk or a piece of chalk that's just a darker color, we're gonna use that to draw with. And if you wanna do all of this in pencil first and then go over it, you're welcome to do that too. But we wanna start with a big oval shape, just like our lion's head. So make that oval shape. And then we're gonna make his eyes. Now, you know, lions kind of get a bad rap of being kind of mean. So we're gonna give him that little angry kind of look, shape to his eyes. And we're gonna do that by putting his eyebrows a little bit furrowed. So I want you to draw some eye shapes. Now you can make them football shapes, you can just make simple circles, however you would like to make your eyes. So I'm gonna kind of add just a little bit more details to my eyes. Just kind of fill them in a little bit more. Now for the nose, we're gonna give him his bridge of his nose. So right in between those eyes, I want you to make two lines that kind of come down. This is gonna be the bridge of our nose of our lion. And then once you finish that little bridge, you're gonna draw an upside down triangle. So go ahead and draw that upside down triangle. And then from there, you're gonna kind of circle around that triangle to make these big circles. That's gonna start to form the shape of our lion's mouth. So I just made those big circles around the shape of that triangle. And then we're gonna give him his cute little tongue, which is just kind of like a smiley face right in between here. Perfect. And then we're almost done. We're just gonna I'm gonna have a few little dots in between. Right here, those little dots I added around that triangle. And that's gonna be all we need to draw for our lion. Super easy, right? Now here comes the fun part. We are going to start to fill it in with some color. So if you can look at mine, I'll show you again. Even though my paper was brown, I added some color just to kind of fill it in. So I'm gonna leave this part up to you. You wanna try to keep that black line that you created and just fill in around it. So maybe I'm gonna give him pink little nose. Maybe I'll add a little pink to his tongue. I might fill in his eyes with like a blue color. And pastels or chalk, you can use your finger as a little blending tool too to kind of smooth in any of those edges around that you might want to add. And then I'm gonna kind of fill in that skin around him, like I was saying. Even though our paper's brown, I'm just gonna add a little bit of red. And I'm not filling it in completely because I want some of that brown to kind of pop through. And if you mess up any of your black lines, that's okay. You can always go back over and repeat them. I might add a little bit more orange on top. And I'm just kind of filling it in here. So just adding those colors. But the color really starts to pop on the brown paper. And again, I'm going to use my tool, my finger. And sometimes it's handy to have like a little paper towel or something handy to wipe that finger off so you can keep them clean when you want to switch to the next color. Let's see, I might add, again, if any of those little dots get messed up and you want to go back over them, mine got a little blended there when I added some yellow. I'm just going to go back in and add some more of those little polka dots. Those are going to be where his whiskers are going to go. And I think the last little thing I'm going to add is the little white part around his eye. And then I think I'm pretty good here. I think I like the color. Okay, now we're going to start to create his mane. So you're going to find those strips of paper that you took, and we're just going to start to make strips. Some can be longer, some can be shorter, some can be skinnier, some can be wider. It doesn't really have you know, a precise method to it. We just need to have lots and lots of strips. I would say don't pick super thick paper if you can avoid it, just because it'll be easier to roll and to use when we have. So I'm just going to get a few strips going. And again, like I said, they can be different widths, so they can be different lengths. And then we're going to start to take our tool, our pencil, and we're going to start to roll it. This is super fun because it makes it curly. So I'm just going to wrap it around my pencil. Wrap, 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 wrap. And then when I pull it off, whoop, I've got that perfect curl. And then we're just going to start to glue them down around, filling up all the way around our mane. So I think this part is easiest with a glue stick. So I'm just going to start to glue those pieces that I roll. And if I want that little curly Q to stay up a little bit, I might just glue that curl down a little bit, depending on how floppy it is. Okay, now maybe I want to see more of a certain side, like this one has white on one side and has color on the other side. So I could roll it opposite way and that curl will start to flip. So maybe I want to see more of the pattern side, less of the white. So I just roll it the opposite way, okay? And then you can curl it. So it doesn't have to go all the same direction, which is kind of fun too. And if you want to roll all your pieces and then go back to gluing, you could do it that way. I'm just going to do a couple more because I know you guys are catching on and you're going to have the hang of it. Gluing those on. It's kind of nice to have paper that is colored on both sides so that you can see the fun shape patterns and colors that you have. So if you have pattern paper that has patterns on both sides, that would be really fun. But go on a scavenger hunt, look through old mail, look through papers that have just been sitting around. Even papers that have words on them could be cool to see some of that text. So any kind of paper that you have. All right, so you can see it's going to take a little bit of time to move all the way around our lion. But when you're finished, it will be nice and full. The last thing, if you have it, this is not a necessity, you could draw them in with chalk, but we're gonna add that sparkly gold detail just because glitter makes everything better. So, headed back down here. This I think is best with a glue bottle, but if you don't have a glue bottle, you could certainly do glue stick. And I am just gonna do some little lines coming out. And then I'm gonna sprinkle that glitter. And I know moms and dads might not be happy that I'm suggesting glitter, but our teacher loves glitter. Don't tell anyone. Okay, I put my glitter on. I've got something I'm gonna shake it into. Oh, see, it just makes it so much better with glitter. All right, guys, so have so much fun creating your lion. I would love to see them, so post them to me whenever you're finished, and have a happy Wednesday, guys.